Good morning, Fresno. Welcome to the Central Valley Buzz. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Today's guests are Lance Canales, Beth Allen Burrows with vinyl.
All right, let's go.
Ready? All right. Good morning, Fresno. Welcome to the Central Valley Buzz. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. How's the studio audience doing this morning? All right. Boy, we have gifts for the studio audience today, so you're lucky you came. Look at, they're all excited. Little chilly outside today, huh?
Just a little bit.
Don't you guys worry. We're going to be warming you up from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on KAIL with music and local music. We have Lance Canales is here. Now, he's got a show coming up Thursday night at the Fulton 55 with the California Honey Drops. Is that right?
Yep.
The California Honey Drops. And I'm super excited to have Beth Allen Burrow with vinyl here today. Now, they both promised to rock the house, so I want you guys to stick around for the next 2 hours and enjoy it, because you know what? I have gifts for you guys, too. If it's not cold enough for anybody out there, if you really like to get cold, I have tickets for you to the downtown ice rink. Yeah, I have a lot of them right here. I want you guys to have them, so stick around. I'm going to tell you how to win those. If you guys haven't been out there, it's the most beautiful thing going on right downtown on the Fulton Mall. Billy.
Yes.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Billy went to the Fab Four
Oh, man. They killed it.
on Saturday night at the Tower Theater. He said they put on an awesome show, so all you guys that won those tickets to that, you can thank me later. Now, I was up in Mariposa all weekend.
How was that, man?
It was great. I got up there on Friday night, and I was all ready to zip line on Saturday. You know, beautiful, right? Zip lining through the Sierras. So I woke up Saturday morning to a lot of snow. I mean, a lot of snow. It was crazy how much snow it went overnight. In fact, the house that we were staying at, a tree fell down in our driveway.
Really?
from all the snow that was falling. So we go down to the zip line place, right? So I don't know how high these towers are. They're pretty high, right? Because you're zip lining from down the mountain on. So they're really high. Guess what? There's only like 2 feet.
Really?
From the top, from the snow to the top of the thing. So no zip lining.
Oh, man.
But that's okay, because we also went there to go for the annual Christmas parade.
What about
It's
that?
at 6 o'clock at night, so I was really looking forward to it. The kids were all excited, and guess what? The people that live in Mariposa with the snow, like, all the time, decided that they weren't going to have the Christmas parade because of some snow.
What?
There's no snow on the road. There's snow on the sides of the road, but, you know, you'd think they'd be used to it by now.
Yeah.
So, no Christmas parade. But you know what they did have in Mariposa?
No.
They had brandy and eggnog, man.
Oh.
Yeah. So everything was good. So we had a real relaxing weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Who else do we have on the show today, Billy? Someone took my list.
Someone took your list. We also have
Yeah,
Ruiz,
the list. Yeah. Okay, we have Marcus Ruiz Evans.
Yes.
Oh, so exciting to talk about some economics.
Of course we are.
Also, Ronald Carnegie from the Fresno State Bowling. You ever go bowling?
Oh, yeah.
They have, right down the Student Union, they have bowling alleys, and they're having something this Saturday about bowling with your daughter. Okay, you know who won't be here today? You know who canceled last minute on us?
No, who?
Someone in a congressional candidate political race of some sort.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Joanna Botella will not be here today, people. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, so also, that hurt. We're going to take a quick commercial break, so you guys stick around. The most entertaining show in Fresno. We're going to be here till 1 p.m. Lots of music. It's all local. Stick around. Billy, take me out.
All right.
Woo!
This segment is brought to you by Mike Briggs Properties. For all of your real estate needs in Fresno and the Valley, Call Mike Briggs Properties, located in Fresno's historic Tower District.
Family photos tell your stories. Faces, places, milestones, and moments. You probably meant to preserve those memories. But where are those pictures now? Hiding in boxes or inside the discoloring pages of old albums? Do you own hours of home movies and videotapes that you can't even watch? Slides and negatives that you've saved for all these years and you never get to see? Think of all those precious memories that you've saved from the past to share with the future. Thanks to technology, we're taking more photos than ever, but we're not printing them like we should. Those digital images are held hostage on phones, tablets, and hard drives, leaving them as high-risk targets for accidents and hardware failure. What will happen to all of these images that tell your life story? Cherish those captured memories, not by hiding them, but by safely saving them. Put this overwhelming task on your own agenda or enlist Horn Photo's expertise. Horn Photo provides hands-on help from day one with organizing, scanning, restoring, and duplicating photographs. We can digitize your print and video memories onto DVD for easy viewing and safe, efficient storage. All you need to do is gather your prints, slides, negatives, and videos, then bring them into Horn Photo, where we will care for your cherished memories. In most cases, you can pick up your originals and your DVD within a few days. Once everything is on DVD, it's easy and affordable to order copies of your DVD for your children, siblings, and the rest of your family, so that you can share your memories with everyone. The best part is what can happen once your memories are digitized. We will show you how to transform your pictures into keepsake photo gifts and products you can enjoy for years to come. Don't wait for a disaster to destroy your collection of memories. Take steps to sort, save, and share your life in photos, whether you do it yourself or have Horn Photo help. Stop into Horn Photo and see our full range of solutions for saving and sharing your precious memories.
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast Channel 200 and digital channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Okay, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz. I'm your host and best buddy, Chuck Leonard. Hey, who's not in the holiday spirit yet? Well, I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm giving the studio audience all passes to go see Saving Mr. Banks. Do you guys know about this movie? This movie, Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney. It took him 20 years to get the lady that wrote Mary Poppins to let him make a movie about it. And this movie is about him making a movie. So I have tickets for everyone in the studio audience. It's tomorrow night, Tuesday, the 10th, at Regal Manchester Cinemas, right around the corner from the Tower District. So if you guys want those tickets, I got a nice little stack here, and I'd love for you to go. Why don't you guys just come on down to the corner of Olive and Van Ness, Central Valley Talk Studios, and tell me the name of my technician that talks from off the screen every day. Just come on in and just yell out his name, and I have passes for you to go to see Saving Mr. Banks. Now, if that doesn't put you in the holiday spirit enough, let's bring in Sarah from Memorial UMC in Clovis. Sarah, how are you? How's it going?
Good.
Wow, they got good handshakes out in Clovis.
Yeah, we do.
Now, you guys have a big holiday nativity program coming on?
It's all live actors.
Now, that's when you're slow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have all live actors. Everything's live. Live baby, everything.
You have a live baby and everything
Live
on
baby
stage.
and everything, yes.
So, is this going on at the church?
Yes, this Saturday and Sunday from 6 to 8 at Memorial UMC. It's on Pulaski, just north of Shaw in Clovis.
And is this something that you guys have done before?
This is our 4th year, I think.
And you do the same one every year?
Well, we've added a scene this year and some new music. We try to make it bigger and better every year.
What, you've added a scene? I don't get it.
Well, it's a walkthrough.
Like you made up one?
No, we add different parts of the story every year. So last year we had 4 scenes, and this year we'll have 5 scenes.
Okay.
So
Well,
people
can
can
you
see something
can
new.
you tell the people out there that don't know the story how it goes?
Sure. Mary and Joseph, donkey, wise men, angels, shepherds, baby Jesus in a
Perfect.
stable.
All right. Let's hope the show's a little longer than that. Now, Clovis Memorial Unified Methodist Church.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
I am the youth director, and I do music on Sunday mornings for what we call our Imagine service. It's at 9:30, and we're kind of more contemporary. We have a more traditional service later on at 11. On
I
Sunday
could tell.
mornings.
Look at that shirt.
I know.
It's got the Beatles on it.
Yeah.
Now, we have some pictures about the nativity scene. Is that what I understand? Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. The little kids right there,
Yes.
they're the wise men.
Well, and those are shepherds and angels.
Oh, they're not the wise men.
No.
So, where are the wise men
That's
are
a
in the
different
back.
scene. That's the nativity scene.
And what are the 3 things that the wise men bring to baby Jesus?
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
What is a myrrh?
Myrrh is actually, I think it was a burial spice.
A burial spice. Nice. Nice. Here's a new baby. Here's some death spice.
Yeah.
Nice. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can people get their tickets to go to this show?
It's free.
What?
You just show up and walk around. Yeah, and we will feed you cookies and hot chocolate. Yes.
Wow.
We will.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So it's Saturday and Sunday.
This Saturday and Sunday, yeah, and it's 2 hours from 6 to 8 each night, but it doesn't take 2 hours. It takes about 20 minutes to walk through, so you don't have to come the whole time.
Oh,
You just
wait
show
a
up
minute.
between 6 and 8.
Wait a minute now. I thought it was a play.
No.
Oh, so it's a nativity scene, and when you said you added a new scene,
Yes.
you added a new set.
Yes.
Really?
There you go.
Okay. Well, so let's. What's the first one again?
We have a centurion that's ordering you to go be part of the census. That's our first scene.
A centurion,
Uh-huh.
a person that's 100 years old.
No, he's a Roman centurion. He's a soldier.
Oh, he's
Roman
a soldier.
yes.
Of course, I knew that. So he's a soldier, and he's ordering you.
To go to be counted in your census.
And he's live, and he's yelling at people.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then so second.
And then you go and we see the angel come to Mary and tell her she's going to have a baby, and she's kind
How
of
does she take that?
freaking out a little bit.
Right, freaking
right?
out a little bit.
Yeah, because she's like supposed to be betrothed to this guy, and if you were pregnant and
She's
they
supposed to
found
be
out-
what?
Married.
Betrothed.
Yeah, betrothed.
That's
Yes.
Bible words, right?
Yes.
So the angel comes down, tells Mary,
Yeah, so she's freaking out a little bit.
You're having a baby, Mary.
Yeah, and then one of our big themes at our churches at Love is always greater than fear, and so she kind of realizes that this cool thing is happening to her, and she lets go of her fear. And then the next scene is the angel coming to Joseph, who is actually a good guy, and he wouldn't.
What's the angel telling Joseph?
He's like, dude, this girl that you're gonna marry, she's pregnant, but she didn't cheat on you. How would you take that? That would be kind of crazy, right?
Sure.
So he's freaking out too.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Except this angel's telling him. so.
You know what's on before my show?
What?
Cheaters. So, right.
That's perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Except Mary didn't cheat, so.
She didn't.
No.
The angel just brought the baby Jesus.
Well, yeah. God,
Right.
God put
Okay.
the baby in her.
So the angel tells Joseph, "Don't sweat it. It's
Right.
all going to be good. You're going down to history."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And he's like, "Rock on. I'm there."
Okay.
And so then we see the angels come to the shepherds in the field and tell them, "Hey, this really, really cool person is going to be born. So you should go hang out with him and be friends."
And that's the wise men or the shepherds.
That's the shepherds.
Okay.
Yeah. The angels
How
come
did the
tell the
wise men
shepherds.
find out?
They found out because they were astrologers and they saw this star in the sky that was like, "Hey, this really, really important person is going to be born. You should
So
probably go
it
find
wasn't
him."
just the big mouthed angel telling
Nope.
everybody.
Nope.
The wise men figured it out on their own.
Yeah, they did.
And so they get on their camels.
Yes.
And
well,
they
we
ride-
have mini ponies.
They had
So-
many.
No, we have mini ponies.
Oh, you have mini
Instead
ponies.
of camels. We couldn't find any camels.
Okay, so they get on their camels.
Yes.
And they ride all the way to Bethlehem
Yes.
with their gifts for the baby Jesus.
Yes.
And
And then, so they find him there. Actually, our little scene is them kind of on the journey, finding the star and following the star. So, and then your next stop is to go in and see baby Jesus in the manger. Because the wise men didn't actually show up for a while. after he was born.
Okay, so the baby was born and then the wise men showed up. They weren't there for the birth.
Right. So we're just showing them traveling because they saw the star.
Okay, and is that the final scene?
Yes, the final scene is Mary and Joseph and the baby in the manger and angels and shepherds
And then it's on to cookies and hot
yes,
cocoa.
cookies and hot cocoa.
All right.
Which is amazing.
Sarah, thanks a lot
Thank
for coming
you.
by. Very nice to have you. If you guys want to get out there and see the live nativity event from 6 to 8 on Saturday and Sunday, once again, where is the Clovis Memorial United Methodist Church?
It's on Pulaski, just north of Shaw Avenue.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Happy
Yeah,
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on The Buzz.
This segment is brought to you by Christopher J. Boondros, CPA, for all your tax and accounting needs.
I'm Christopher Boondros. I'm a CPA in Clovis. People come to me who haven't filed their taxes in quite a while, or when they do file their tax returns, they're surprised by how much taxes they owe. Or when tax season comes along, their records are so disorganized they have no idea what their income or expenses are. Call me at 559-765-0313 to arrange a complimentary 30-minute needs assessment. You can also find me on the web at clovisaccounting.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Briggs from Mike Briggs Properties. We're in some very uncertain economic times. Many people have lost their homes. Many people face losing their homes now. Know your rights, know your options. Come talk to the experts right here at Mike Briggs Properties. By the way, we'll talk to you for free. We do not charge any fees at Mike Briggs Properties. Call us at 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast channel 200 and digital channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
Solar energy is now more affordable than ever. Hi, I'm Kai Simpson, sales manager of the new Bland Solar office here in Clovis. And right now at Bland Solar, we're offering a program with zero down payment. That's right, zero money out of your pocket. This new program is affordable and easy, with guaranteed production and no appraisals needed. In fact, your new system can be up and running in as little as 4 weeks. Bland Solar looks forward to serving the residents of the Central Valley. So call us today at 554-5657. Bland Solar, the Valley's expert in solar.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live once, and when you get it done, so let the good time roll. Let the good time roll.
Watch Mike and Athena Fridays at 1 p.m. on CentralValleyTalk.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz. I told you it was cold outside like you didn't know it. And now we're going to warm you up with some local music. Let's bring in Lance Canales. Lance, how's it going, buddy?
I'm good.
Nice to see you.
What's up?
All right. Now, you got your bass player with you back here. Who's this?
That's DQ.
Yes, David Quinde.
DQ.
That's what his mom calls him.
Yeah.
That your mom calls you DQ?
David Quinde. I call him DQ.
Awesome.
She gets mad.
Now, you started a new band?
It's been the same band.
So it's not the Flood any longer?
It's still a Flood.
But what's the Honey Drops?
Those guys are from Oakland.
Oh, so you're just playing a show with
I'm
them?
playing the show with them.
And that's coming on this Thursday night at Fulton 55.
Yep.
And so what's new with the Flood?
You haven't been keeping up on everything Lance Canales and the Flood? What's
Well,
wrong?
I have been keeping up, but
I changed my name to
tell
Paco.
the people at home.
I'm changing my name right now. I am now Paco.
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 All right, Paco.
I'm changing my name to Paco. There it is. But just Paco, though.
Like,
And the band
like
is still,
Cher?
The band is,
Just-
yeah.
just
the
Paco.
Band, yeah, just Paco, and then the band is still Lance Canales and the Flood.
I like
So
Paco in
I'm
the
not
flood.
naming. No, Paco in the flood. Mm-mm.
Doesn't work for you?
No, because we'd have to change like T-shirts and all kinds of stuff. It's not. So it's still Lance Canales in the flood. I'm just the.
But you go by Paco,
I
like
go by
Lance
Paco.
Canales is a made-up
There's Bono.
guy.
There's Edge. I don't even like those guys,
DQ.
and there's DQ.
Right.
Now there's Paco.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you here.
Yoo-hoo!
Now, honestly,
Sorry.
tell the people at home what you guys have been up to a lot of stuff. What's going on with the flood?
We're going on tour in February and March. We're going to play at the Folk Alliance International Music Conference in Kansas City, Missouri. Probably the only San Joaquin Valley band that's ever done that. Yeah.
Now, how'd you get that gig?
I don't know. I got lucky. I met a really cool dude. His name is Joel Raphael. When we, the deportee memorial headstone thing that we did, right? with
Right.
Tim
Well,
Hernandez.
you know what? Talk about that a little bit, because that got really big.
Yeah. Well, do we have enough time?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, where do I start? Back in 1948.
Go ahead.
So in 1948, there was a plane that crashed in Los Gatos Canyon here in Fresno County, right outside Coalinga. And it was an INS plane. It made national headlines because it went down. It was like one of the worst catastrophes, whatever, of that time. It made national headlines. Woody Guthrie, the songwriter from that time period, he wrote "This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land," and all those other songs that everybody covers. He wrote a poem. He felt that the media didn't give the correct account of the incident. They only named the fatalities of 4 of the crew members, the Americans. And the Mexican braceros, they just called them deportees, which they weren't illegal at the time. They were just going home from working here with the
So they weren't
bracero
really
permit.
deported. They were just going home.
No, well, everybody just says, "Oh, Mexicans, let's just deport them." Oh, there must be deportees. So he felt that was a form of racism or classism or something. Anyway, he wrote a poem and he sent it to the president and published it somehow. And it was named "Plane Wreck at Los Gatos Deportee." And a songwriter, a school teacher from Denver, I think he was in Denver, Boulder. His name is Martin Hopfman. He turned it from a poem into a song, and then Pete Seeger, he played it in front of Pete Seeger, and then Pete Seeger got permission to record it for the first time and sell it, and then it became Plane Wreck at Los Gatos Deportee, then covered by Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Joan Baez, Dolly Parton. I mean, the list goes on. Dave Alvin, Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. Everybody's covered it, but they're buried in Fresno with no name. Well, they were buried in Fresno with no name. For 65 years, they were buried in Fresno, our hometown, with no name. I call Fresno ground zero for the agriculture. This is where everything's grown. This is where everybody comes to work from Mexico, Central America, other countries. And so it being the place where everybody comes, we could not have this in our own backyard. Right. Here it is, 65 years, and a person by the name of, a friend of mine, his name is Tim Hernandez. He's from
I know
the Valley.
Tim.
Tim, yeah. So he's the one that stumbled across in the archives of Fresno, the actual article. He was writing a book at the time. He just published it. It's called Mañana Means Heaven. That's a whole nother awesome story. But he found the article from January 28th, 1965, and he knew exactly what he was looking at. And then he got a hold of me, and we did our own version of the song. And we raised $10,000. And
All right.
Now there's,
Yeah, good job.
thanks to the community, the Fresno, it actually started here. The fundraising efforts started here. We went on a local radio show, KFCF, and then we went on KPFA, then we went on NPR, then we went on the national NPR. Then we went on. It just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing. People from Chicago, Illinois, was writing articles about it. And then when we finally raised the money, it just went crazy. I also mention that Channel 21, Univision, did a really, really awesome story about it for 3 days, and that really got it out to all the Spanish-speaking people, and everybody just got behind it. And before you knew it, it was like 3 months in, and we already had the $10,000, and money kept rolling in, and we just kept giving it to the Holy Cross Cemetery. They're buried, if you want to go see it, they're buried at Holy Cross Cemetery right off of Belmont, not too far away from the 99 freeway. So it's huge. The monument is 8 feet by 4 feet. It's a monstrosity, and it has all 32 names, just not the 28 that were originally laid to rest with no names. It has all 32: the pilot, the crew, the stewardess, everybody. And it's a great monument, and it's actually an amazing amazing thing for Fresno, because so many negative things come out of Fresno, where they're meth capital of the world and murder capital and all this nonsense. Did you know we're the 5th largest city in California?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, 5th largest city in California, and we don't have good public transportation. What's up with that?
Oh, anyway, we could go on and on about that, but why don't we do this? Why don't we hear that? Are you going to play that song for us?
No.
No.
I'm not going to do that song because you have to go to Fulton 55 this Thursday and come out and watch us play. We're going to play a new song. The reason why I said no is because I tuned my guitar for a special song.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Anyway, and I'm cold, so wait a minute. Let me make sure my scarf's on good. Okay.
Lance Canales, everybody.
Are you going to get out of the way? Or are you going to sit there?
We already have the camera set for you, buddy.
All right. You ready, D?
Thursday night, Fulton 55. Go check him out.
All right. This song's called Old Red. And he's going to sit here and sing back up.
No, I'm not.
Way the back.
Go ahead.
Way in the back.
Way in the back.
God left California, took the circus too. Big green man is failing, left you with the bill. Black dust is rising, get well, the getting's good. Devil's owning up everything, even that stone in your shoe. Chin up, shoulders back, limp on down the road. Big Red is riding, Old Red is rolling down the line. Big Red is riding, back, sip on your wine. Big Red is riding, Old Red is rolling down the line. Dusty boots is holy, hot summer road burning through. You drank your last swallow, mirage is thirsty too.
Every step takes you farther, but farther from what you know. Devil's owning up everything, even that stone in your shoe. Chin up, shoulders back, limp on down the road. Big red is riding, old red is rolling down the line. Big red is riding, old red is rolling down the line. You paid your due, lay back and sip on your wine. Big red is riding, old red is rolling down the line.
If you've got something to say and you'd like a place to say it, check out CentralValleyTalk.com. We are interviewing for new talk show hosts at this time. If you'd like to advertise on CentralValleyTalk.com, go to our website and it'll tell you what to do. CentralValleyTalk.com.
The hunt to quench your thirst is on. Ecolo Blue is a revolutionary atmospheric water generator, producing water straight from the air, up to 8 gallons a day at 20 cents per gallon with no additional hookup required. Ecolo Blue is the clear champion of the water solution revolution. To health, to purity, to the pursuit. Ecolo Blue.
Hi, Stan Gross of Horn Photo. Are you looking for a camera that takes better pictures than your phone? Why not give Horn Photo a shot? We can show you fantastic cameras from Nikon, Canon, Sony, and GoPro. Your time is valuable, so before you buy from Costco, Best Buy, or the internet, come see us. We've got great prices and deals, super knowledgeable staff, and we've been selling cameras in Fresno for 76 years. We're in the Villaggio at Blackstone and Nees, or go to hornphoto.com, Fresno's Camera Center.
It all at Onacar, Fresno.
Ag is a vital part of the economy here in the Central Valley. Hi, I'm Ty Simpson, sales manager of the new Bland Solar office here in Clovis. And if you're in the ag industry, you've probably given thought to solar. Whether you run a dairy, orchard, farm, or ranch, at Bland Solar, we can custom design a system that's perfect for your business. The fact is that in this economy, replacing high-cost utility power with solar power is a great way to improve your bottom line. Bland Solar looks forward to serving the residents of the Central Valley. So call us today at 554-5657. Bland Solar, the Valley's expert in solar.
So why switch to Dish?
With Dish, you get more options, you get more value, you get more channels. With Dish, you get more.
And now you get more for less. Save up to $872 in just your first year with our best deal ever. With promotional prices starting at just $19.99 a month for 12 months.
We've gotten better quality, better customer service.
And now you can even get HD channels free for life.
We are Dish customers for life. We love Dish.
This is our best deal ever. Call now to switch to Dish.
For all of your real estate needs, call Mike Briggs Properties, 559-486-6758, or check us out at MikeBriggsProperties.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Okay, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz. What about Lance Canales and the Flood? Oh, man. They tore it up. They're going to be over at Fulton 55 on Thursday night. Make sure you go check that out. He's going to be with a band called the California Honey Drops. All right, so stick around later on in the show. We have more music for you. But right now, we have author Mr. Marcus Ruiz Evans. What's going on, Marcus? How are you? Now, you brought a friend with you today, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm working on a new book with co-author Patrick William Atwater. He should be on Skype.
There he is right there. Okay. Hey, Patrick, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing?
He's a quiet guy.
Okay.
Well, how's it going, Patrick?
It's going great. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Where are you right now, Patrick?
He's gone.
Okay.
Do you study Southern California? That's at Pasadena.
Oh, nice. Right off of Colorado Boulevard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're going to let Marcus tell the story of how you guys became writing buddies.
Yeah, Patrick, correct me if I say anything wrong here. He had written a book called A New California Dream, which talked about the way California is going. And then I, on my own, wrote a book called California's Next Century, which talks about the future of California, where it should go. So we met each other through the blogosphere going, well, you wrote a book on California independently, so did I. What if we write a book together on California? Because that's never been done. There's never been a serious attempt to define what exactly does it mean to be a Californian. There's SNL skits, and they kind of do like little jokes, but academically looking at magazines, books, periodicals, everything that's actually written, and then saying, what exactly does the research say? What can we definitively say Californians are more like, or only these things happen in California in comparison to behavior in the average states or other nations? We've been looking at the...
Well, wait a minute. What is a Californian? I mean, I've been here all my life, so, I know what I think a Californian is. What do you guys think a Californian is?
What do you think it is?
Well, no, I asked you first.
Okay. Well, that's the book. We're still researching, so I'm waiting to give my conclusions. But basically, you see everybody today, they're wearing these California t-shirts. The Beach Boys, a little bit of Katy Perry, iPhone, definitely, Steve Jobs, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the immigrant experience, hyper-diversity, and openness to new ideas. Those are just some of where we're going so far. But
Steve Jobs is dead, right?
I heard.
Yeah. So it'd be like the Woz.
It would be...
the Woz. He's still rocking it.
Steve Wozniak, he's a cool guy. He doesn't...
He put on the US festivals. That's how cool he is.
That's cool.
Well, okay, Patrick, we need to add Steve Wozniak to the list.
That sounds great.
Yeah. But we're going to try to interview these people. We're going to see who we can get. We've already got some people with the University of California Press. We're talking with Joe Matthews, former LA Times reporter, a few other people. So we want to build it off interviews of real Californians, and like yourself, what do you think it is? And then compare that to what academics say. So The Economist magazine, The New York Times, The Washington Post, a few other international magazines, and then about 10 books and histories written on California. So we can compare the perception versus the actual facts, and then, or do they match, do they not match? And also, let's say that we find 10 characteristics that are quintessentially California. That, eating avocados at a farmer's market is definitely a California thing. What behaviors do we commend? what behaviors do we say we move forward? California has a lot of behaviors, but we've also made mistakes. We have not always done the right thing in our past. So there's some behaviors we have that maybe we shouldn't continue. So we want to
Like what?
Well, implementing laws that forbid Asian people in the 20s and 30s from owning property, racial profiling in LA and Oakland against African Americans, the forced expulsion of Mexicans and Russians in the 1930s, institutional racism at different parts. Today, our behavior as we relate to people who are Muslim or Pakistani is abhorrent. They don't have privacy. And in fact, Jerry Brown said that
He's Muslim?
No. No, he's not. However, Jerry Brown this year said he's not going to implement part of the National Security Administration Act because he found it racist against Muslims. That was 2 months ago he said that.
So that's a good thing, right?
It's a good thing, but it's a way of us dealing with some of our issues. I'm just pointing out the story is mostly positive, but we're not perfect, and we're going to present the whole picture in this book.
You talk a lot.
That's great, Marcus, because I think so often when you see California portrayed in kind of the world news, there's this kind of rosy, it's like, oh my God, all these crazy Westerners are inventing the Google and the Facebook, and Apple's creating new iPhones, and it's this hub of innovation, and it's this really kind of euphoric, almost utopian picture. And then it kind of contrasts with that over the last decade. Part of that has to do with the economy, but we go from this kind of heaven-esque image to this kind of hell-esque image of the fact that for a very long time we were having deficit after structural deficit. And I guess what we're trying to do is just to kind of do a very pragmatic, on the ground, just ask real Californians, hey, what does it mean to be from here? What's unique about this place?
I don't think many of them are going to jump up and say a bunch of people are racist in California, though.
No, we just wanted to show that we're not doing a tourism brochure. We're going to point out some of the problems too.
Well, and from a person that's done a lot of traveling like myself, I got to say that California's a big state. Mm-hmm. It's really long. Okay, how many states do we border? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's different to be a Northern Californian or a Southern California or a Central Valley California.
Yeah, there's 37 million people here. It's like Great Britain. It's basically a nation state. And I think that's the point Marcus makes, is that we kind of need to recognize that. And no one really pays that much attention to state politics, and I guess we're just trying to bring a greater awareness to these important issues.
We would, and like Patrick said, California to the world, but then California by region. So I've traveled up and down the state at 40 cities talking about my book, California's Next Century.
I bet I've done it a little differently than you.
Fair enough, but what I've seen is the northern-southern California differences are only important to Californians. The moment you go outside of the state of California and you try to explain to someone from Utah or Nevada, well, those Southern California liberals aren't like us Northern California liberals. They don't get what you're talking about at all. These are distinctions that matter to us and don't seem to matter outside of the state boundaries. And we have some articles, particularly from The Economist and the NPR, proving that.
Well, that's strange you should say that, Marcus, because as I've traveled around the United States, I found that other states were much more into what your nationality, your race, or your religion was than anyone that I've ever met in California.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That means the Californians are more open to just accepting you as a person, whatever your background. And that's one of the points we're probably going to put in the chapter, is that this state has an acceptance and ability to master diversity beyond any other state, or frankly, most other nations in the world. Steve?
It's funny that you mentioned other states. I was just watching Jon Stewart. It was the last couple of months, he was getting in a fight with Chicago over New York versus Chicago pizza. And it was epic. It was all over the news. It was over everything. And the way it finally ended is they basically they agreed. It's like, well, at least it's not that damn California pizza.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. I remember that. Chicago, New York agreed to put their differences aside by jointly condemning California pizza.
And it's kind of, I mean, in a sense, it's kind of like, okay, we're all going to agree to hate the cool kid on the block. Or there was a little bit, The Economist to talk about how with, in 2007, 2008, 2009, when there's kind of the dark days of the budget deficit, there was a little bit of schadenfreude with the rest of the world kind of saying, oh, well, they really are human and they're falling down to earth, and it was the guy with the Porsche crashed his Porsche kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Can you stick right there on the phone there, Patrick? We have to take a quick commercial break, but I want to talk to you some more, so stick around. We'll be right back.
All right, sounds great.
This segment has been brought to you by Own a Car Fresno.
Ag is a vital part of the economy here in the Central Valley. Hi, I'm Ty Simpson, sales manager of the new Bland Solar office here in Clovis. And if you're in the ag industry, you've probably given thought to solar. Whether you run a dairy, orchard, farm, or ranch, at Bland Solar, we can custom design a system that's perfect for your business. The fact is that in this economy, replacing high-cost utility power with solar power is a great way to improve your bottom line. Bland Solar looks forward to serving the residents of the Central Valley. So call us today at 554-5657. Bland Solar, the Valley's expert in solar.
Family photos tell your stories. Faces, places, milestones, and moments. You probably meant to preserve those memories. But where are those pictures now? Hiding in boxes or inside the discoloring pages of old albums? Do you own hours of home movies and videotapes that you can't even watch? Slides and negatives that you've saved for all these years and you never get to see? Think of all of those precious memories that you've saved from the past to share with the future. Thanks to technology, we're taking more photos than ever, but we're not printing them like we should. Those digital images are held hostage on phones, tablets, and hard drives, leaving them as high-risk targets for accidents and hardware failure. What will happen to all of these images that tell your life story? Cherish those captured memories, not by hiding them, but by safely saving them. Put this overwhelming task on your own agenda or enlist Horn Photo's expertise. Horn Photo provides hands-on help from day one with organizing, scanning, restoring, and duplicating photographs. We can digitize your print and video memories onto DVD for easy viewing and safe, efficient storage. All you need to do is gather your prints, slides, negatives, and videos, then bring them into Horn Photo, where we will care for your cherished memories. In most cases, you can pick up your originals and your DVD within a few days. Once everything is on DVD, it's easy and affordable to order copies of your DVD for your children, siblings, and the rest of your family, so that you can share your memories with everyone. The best part is what can happen once your memories are digitized. We will show you how to transform your pictures into keepsake photo gifts and products you can enjoy for years to come. Don't wait for a disaster to destroy your collection of memories. Take steps to sort, save, and share your life in photos, whether you do it yourself or have Horn Photo help. Stop into Horn Photo and see our full range of solutions for saving and sharing your precious memories.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll.
Watch Mike and Athena Fridays at 1 p.m. on CentralValleyTalk.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, welcome back to the Buzz, everybody. You know, it's the season of giving, and it just keeps coming my way, so I'm going to keep sending it your way. I have 2 pairs of tickets to this Friday night to the Fulton 55, the Awkwardly Nod album release. Now, this sounds kind of weird. Awkward. It's awkward. It's hard to say. Awkwardly Nod album release for E. Rose. Remember E. Rose, that hard rapper? There's nothing hard about E. Rose. This is his album release, and it's with Jimmy O and the Blood Brothers and the Redcoats. So, if anything, I'd go see those 2 bands.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 pairs of tickets to that. I have tickets to the Fresno Downtown Ice Rink and tickets to Saving Mr. Banks. All you guys got to do to get them is come on down to the corner of Olive and Van Ness at the Central Valley Talk Studios and tell me, what's my technician's name? Are you still over there?
Yes.
Okay. So let's bring back in our Skype guest and Marcus Ruiz Evans. Marcus and Patrick, how you guys doing?
Great.
Now, you're down in Pasadena, right?
Yep.
And it's that's kind of like a privileged area, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Are you from there? Like you grew up there?
In the neighborhood, yeah.
And Marcus, where did you grow up?
Right here in Fresno.
Right
Born and
here. So
raised.
you have a Fresno author and a Pasadena author getting together to write a book, a collaborative book.
Yeah.
It's the coast and the inland coming together.
Yes, perfect. Yeah.
So what did you think, being from Pasadena, about Fresno growing up, and or even recently?
I'm not gonna lie, it was people. I can't say it on television, but it was something along the lines of Fresno is F now. When I went there with Mark, it was actually Mark happy in Fresno. He really shows the city its best light, and I kind of like it now. It's right next to the Sierras, right next to Yosemite, and pretty cool.
And what do you think about Pasadena?
Pasadena's great, beautiful little town, but Pasadena looks just like North Fresno, where River Park Mall is. And we don't get the reputation here in Fresno of having things just as nice as the Bay or LA, because people drive along the 99 freeway and all they see is the industrial side. So Patrick and other people, when I bring them into Fresno, I show Fresno to a lot of people not from the city. I always take them, look, this is the real Fresno. Get on the 41 freeway, drive up north. This is Fresno. People don't know that.
Yeah.
So you're taking people from out of Fresno and taking them to North Fresno and telling them that's what Fresno is?
Well, I'm showing them.
What are you, crazy? You don't take them to the Tower District or downtown?
Oh, I do take them to the Tower District. Yeah.
And downtown?
Club One, I did take some people to Club One.
The casino?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When we went at night. And then Clovis Avenue during the Big Hat Days, done that too. So I hit the big spots here. But you have to show someone that, because otherwise they think all Fresno's industrial.
I'll tell you what, next time you have some people coming into town that you want to show what Fresno is about, I want you to get a hold of me.
Okay.
And I want to go out with you, and I want to show them all the culture that this town does have, that we don't get credit for.
I'll have to take you up on that.
Done.
Done? Okay, it's not just like sitting around at bars and Pasadena.
No, and I
drinking.
didn't do that. We did malls. I showed them the river. I showed them Woodward Park. I showed them the new corporate buildings next to the bluffs. We have beauty here. We just don't package it, and the word isn't getting outside of our city.
So do you think that your book is going to help people come to Fresno?
Absolutely. The fact is that when I published California's Next Century, I was one of the few people to publish anything that's other than a poetry book here in Fresno. And I've already gotten reviews from LA Times and Daily, and I'm saying I'm from Fresno. I published here in Fresno. And
I know of a couple
Patrick
books that were published out of Fresno.
Yeah, absolutely. But
the guy that bombed Harvey's casino.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Amber Fry wrote a book.
Yes.
Right?
And Kevin Federline is from here.
There you go.
K-Fed.
You know, I almost bought his personalized license plate on Craigslist.
Let me just say that Patrick is coming from Pasadena, and it is a bit of upper class, but I'm bringing the middle and lower class here from Fresno. And so we are getting a economic diverse picture as well as a regionally diverse picture, because I have a lot of friends in the Bay Area. Patrick's from LA and I'm here in the Central Valley, so we are getting regional perspectives, economic perspectives. We're going to do interviews, so we'll have personal perspectives, and then we're doing I think we're up to 400 citations already compiled, so we're doing academic perspectives. All of that coming together. And we're not saying what it is to be a Californian, we're letting the data determine the journey. Whatever it is, we will advise.
And then kind of coming at it from a perspective of people that have been really interested in asking how we can improve conditions in California. I went to California public schools my whole life and was kind of privileged in that way to go to blue ribbon schools. But being from LA, it's kind of really rather shocking and apparent as someone who's spent the last couple years working in the education nonprofit area. It's like, why is the opportunity that a child has really far too much a function of the zip code that they're born into? And